Hey everyone, thanks so much for joining. Christina here with Chanson Water USA. It's Water Wednesday, and today we are talking about the role that pH balance plays in your garden. So we do these broadcasts live every Wednesday at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Last week we talked about the role that hydration plays in better sleep. So if you missed that, you can find the replay at facebook.com/chansonwater. It'll be in the video section. So yeah, let's get started. I don't know about you, but I do not have a green thumb whatsoever, so I am not an expert, and these are just some tips that I know about with regards to the water that you can use to water your garden with that can hopefully help you. But one of the main differences is that unlike humans, plants breathe out oxygen and breathe in carbon dioxide. So while us humans thrive with ionized alkaline drinking water, most plants actually prefer to drink ionized acidic water. So on the pH scale, they are completely opposite, and we use water ionizers, which produce both levels of water simultaneously. The water ionizer, it takes your tap water and it separates it into the two streams, the alkaline and the acidic. So while we're drinking the alkaline, we can be collecting the acidic to water our plants with, which I think is pretty cool. When you look at rainwater, you know, what God is naturally watering our plants with that He created. Most rainwater has a pH of between 5.6 and 5.8. 7 is neutral on the pH scale, so that's, you know, mildly acidic. And that the reason the rainwater is acidic is because there's presence of carbonic acid, and this is not to be confused with acid rain, which is a pH of 3.0. We're just talking about regular general rainwater. So I also wanted to mention that the fertilizer and the tap water that most people are using, many commercial fertilizers are ammonia based in order to have that acidic pH. And we know that ammonia is not something that we want to be consuming, so I don't really think our plants want it either. And then our tap water, if we're just running the sprinklers or using our garden hose and the water hasn't been filtered with any type of whole house filtration system, that water is going to be contaminated with all kinds of chlorine, chloramines, fluoride from the water treatment plant. That is not good for our plants. So we definitely recommend using filtered water run through a water ionizer and finding the pH that is right for your plants. So although most of them will thrive with an acidic pH, there are some plants that prefer neutral water or alkaline water. So we have devised this cute little garden pH chart. You can find it on our blog. I will post the link in the comments of this video as soon as we're done, but we've broken it down by plants and flowers and fruits and vegetables, and we have the different pH levels on the top, and it tells you kind of what each item likes to be grown at. So it's not going to be all-inclusive. If you want to grow something that you don't find on the list, just Google the name of the plant and pH, and to determine which pH level you should be watering that particular plant with. But let's see here. We had actually an 11-year-old boy do a science experiment to prove that most plants prefer acidic water. He took an ivy plant. He had 3 little ivy plants, and he watered one with alkaline water, one with acidic water, and one with tap water over a period of weeks, and charted the results. And he determined that the plant watered with acidic water thrived the most. It was the prettiest and healthiest at the end of his experiment. So it's pretty cool that we learned that from an 11-year-old boy, and a great experiment if any of you have kids and need a topic for 5th grade science. Another thing that ionized acidic water is great for when it comes to gardening is it is an all-natural pesticide. Most bugs and insects are repelled by it. So you can go ahead and spritz it on there. Again, I am not a gardener, so I don't know how people typically use pesticides, but you can you can replace it with that for an organic, all-natural gardening. And then, this is really cool. I talked about how, when plants are rooted in the ground, they prefer one type of water. Once they're cut and, say you have a bouquet of flowers, they, like humans, we've been disconnected from our life force and we're slowly dying, as sad as that sounds to say. Plants, once they've been cut, they actually prefer alkaline water. So my husband bought me this bouquet for Mother's Day just a few days ago, and I put alkaline water in the vase. And, it's only been a few days, but they still look great. So that's one way to extend the life of your cut flowers, is by putting alkaline water in the vase instead of your regular tap water, or the acidic water that you would be using for most gardening. So you can make all of these different types of pH level waters with a Chanson water ionizer, and I invite you to visit our website at chansonwater.com to find out more about it and how you can make your own for pennies on the gallon. Thank you so much for watching. I will be back next week, 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Have a wonderful week.